Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of The Kaz. In this episode, we are going to be unboxing and looking at the Tardis from the BBC sci-fi television show Doctor Who. So let's get right into it. This is a 6-inch figure of the Tardis. The Tardis, for those of you that don't know, is a police call box that the Doctor uses to travel through space and time with his companion. Doctor Who was a favorite television show of mine when I was growing up. I watched it in the Philadelphia area on WHYY TV 12, and my favorite Doctors, if you can see here, we'll zoom in, was the 4th Doctor. I do have the 4th Doctor that I will be unboxing in another episode. The 3rd and the 4th one are my favorite ones. Those are the ones that I grew up watching. Tom Baker with his fedora hat and his long scarf was my all-time favorite Doctor. He was really fun. We'll talk about him when I unbox that one. But I just wanted to mention that out of all these, I wanted to get the TARDIS, the 4th Doctor, and K9. I'm having a little difficulty getting K9 through a local GameStop. They're not really returning my calls. They're not following through. I'm searching for where it is from where they ordered the transfer from another GameStop. That's something totally different I won't get into. But I just wanted to mention something funny here is that my 5-year-old wants me to get the Dalek. I do want the Dalek. He wants me to get the robot one. I don't think he means the Cyberman. Almost positive he means the Dalek. If I can find that pop, I will get it and I will unbox that one. So right now we're doing the TARDIS number 227. We have the side here and the front. And at the top here, it's a big. I mean, if anybody has one of the 6-inch characters, no matter what it is, I mean these are big boxes compared to what you usually get for a Funko Pop. Another 6-inch one I would like to get is the Balrog from Doctor Who, from Lord of the Rings. Would love to get that one. So let's unbox it here. Okay. Ooh, already you can see the protective plastic here has takes the light here into account. If you can see that, got the little bit of a bubble there to protect the light that flashes when the TARDIS goes into its disappearing mode. Let me pull it out here. This is very nice. Very nice. Very nice. I like this a lot already. A little bit of dust there. So let me just take it out of here. And I think this is funny how they, well, to me this looks like how they fun code it. Let's put that back in the box here. That's good enough. I mean, your average Funko Pop has, the big head and the big black eyes on the majority of them. This TARDIS is basically a cube, almost looks like a cube. It's funny how it's kind of squat, whereas a regular police callbacks is basically a if you've never seen one, it's a telephone box for phone booth for police, or I'm gonna assume police. I haven't looked it up, but I'm gonna assume for police, and I'm not sure if the public can use them. I mean, if you know, it's great, but if not, then just look it up to see if the public can use them to call the police in case they need any help. Probably, because it's probably what it's for. I mean, don't want to sound dumb or anything, but I always thought that okay, police telephone free for use of public. There you go. Advice and assistance obtainable immediately. Officer and cars respond to all calls. Pull to open. So, you pull to open. Does this open? I think I read where it did, but maybe not. Maybe it does? No. Okay. But I'll do I'll zoom in on that. The only reference to police call boxes that I know of is through Doctor Who, so I never have seen them in any other movie concerning England or Great Britain. So it looks like this is a public assistance police phone booth for people to use to get the police if they ever need it. Okay, I stopped the camera for a little bit just to see what was going on here, and I noticed that the bottom it's hollow. I mean, there's no bottom to it, so you can look into the bottom here. And I also noticed, where is it again? Where's the front? Where's the front? There's the front. On this corner here, you probably can't see it because it's dark, but on the corner here there's hinges. So it does look like that the door opens, but you can watch me break this on camera if I don't get this right, so I'm going to assume, hopefully I won't break it. There we go. Okay, there's a little, if you can see that, there's a little bump there to keep it, to lock it in place. But the door does open, and there's also a bump at the top here, and there's a little divot on the body of the TARDIS itself. So there are bumps on the doors, and there's divots on the body of the TARDIS. So the TARDIS door, the door does open. Doesn't open very well. It sticks a little bit, but it does open. Yeah, so you can go in and be in an area that is a lot bigger than the outside is. So if you've never seen Doctor Who, the thing about the TARDIS, the funny thing about the TARDIS is it's very much like a Bugs Bunny tent. If you've ever seen episodes of Bugs Bunny where they're in the Middle East, in the desert, and they go into a tent. It's a small tent on the outside, but when you walk in, it's like this huge palace, this sprawling palace on the inside, sort of like a trick of the eyes. That's basically what the TARDIS is. It's this police call box, this telephone booth on the outside, but when you open up the door and you walk inside, once they would cut the scene, and the next scene would be on the inside of the TARDIS. It's this huge spaceship-looking thing with a control center, with this control panel in the center, and this plunger thing. I don't know how to describe it. Then it's like a plastic plunger that goes up and down when it is doing its computer work and going into other dimensions. This is it. This is pretty neat how it opens up, and you can obviously you won't be able to put your, unless if they have smaller Doctor Who characters, you could fit that in here. But as far as the fun goes, there's no way you can get those big old heads in there. This is the TARDIS. I like it. The very top here, if you want to see that, clear plastic here with the blue supports. Little tip there. But that is the Doctor Who TARDIS. And this is pretty much what the TARDIS does when it's in its interdimensional traveling mode. It just spins around. Obviously, the door is shut. Don't open up a door when you're flying into other dimensions and time periods. It flies very fast. Almost flies pretty much like that. Flies like that right through the dimensions. Little low-tech special effects there. This is the Funko Pop 6-inch TARDIS. Thanks for coming to and viewing this episode of the Kaz. Please subscribe to the Kaz and like this episode. And I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry for not exactly knowing what a British police box was at first. I honestly thought that it was only for the use of the police to get assistance, but apparently it is free for use of the public right there on the big sign on the front. So once again, thanks for viewing, and I will see you later. Thanks. Bye.